Conjunctivitis is one of the most common eye infections in both children and adults worldwide. In the United States alone, an average of 3 million cases are reported each year. Though conjunctivitis is highly treatable and typically mild, the infection can be extremely contagious or be caused by more serious health problems. Conjunctivitis is an infection caused by inflammation of the conjunctiva. The conjunctiva is the transparent membrane that lines the inner surface of the eyelid and covers the white portion, or sclera, of the eyeball. Tiny inflamed blood vessels within the conjunctiva cause the characteristic reddish-pink discoloration of the sclera, which is why conjunctivitis is commonly called pink eye. Depending on the severity of inflammation, symptoms of conjunctivitis can include redness in the sclera, excessive tearing, a thick yellow discharge that crusts over the eyelid or lashes, increased sensitivity to light, eye swelling, itchy or burning eyes, and blurred vision. Some forms of conjunctivitis are highly contagious and spread directly through skin to eye contact after exposure. For this reason, adolescents tend to contract pink eye more often than adults. Medical experts suggest that until symptoms subside, parents should keep children home if they or anyone in the household have been infected with pink eye to prevent spread. Neonatal conjunctivitis is a type of pink eye that can affect newborns caused by infection, irritation, or a blocked tear duct. Even if the mother is asymptomatic during delivery, bacteria can be carried within the birth canal, thus passing conjunctivitis from the mother to the baby. If a newborn contracts pink eye, treatment must be handled immediately in order to prevent long-term vision damage. Conjunctivitis has many different distinct causes that ultimately determine the type, severity, and duration of symptoms that may appear, as well as the course of treatment. These causes are categorized under infectious, allergic, and irritant-induced conjunctivitis. Infectious conjunctivitis includes bacterial and viral pink eye. Bacterial conjunctivitis is caused by infectious bacteria and is spread through self-contamination from your own skin or respiratory system, poor hygiene, particularly inadequate hand washing, or through physical contact with others. Using or sharing contaminated makeup, contact lenses, or lotions may also cause this infection. Symptoms are typically mild and may include a thick yellow-green discharge in the eye and can last up to 5 days without treatment or 3 days with prescribed antibiotics. Viral conjunctivitis is a highly contagious form of pink eye that is associated with the common cold and other upper respiratory tract infections. Symptoms are typically mild and can last 7 to 14 days. Just as with treating a common cold, it is important to upkeep personal hygiene to prevent spread or reinfection while letting viral pink eye run its course until symptoms subside. Allergic conjunctivitis is associated with allergic reactions that are caused by the triggering of our body's immunoglobulin antibody that activates the special mast cells in the mucous lining of the eyes and airways to release inflammatory substances, including histamines, that produce allergenic symptoms such as intense eye itchiness, tearing, sneezing, scratchy throat, runny nose, and swelling of both eyes. Symptoms usually subside once the allergen is removed, but depending on the individual health history and allergies, it may require a doctor who can prescribe potent eye drops to stop. Irritant-induced conjunctivitis can be caused by smoke, air pollution, and contact with noxious chemicals, swimming pool chlorine, makeup, or a chronic foreign body irritating the eye, such as contact lenses. Most irritants require the affected eye to be flushed out with water and may result in symptoms such as excessive tearing and mucus discharge that should subside within 2 days or on their own. Pink eye can be diagnosed through a comprehensive medical eye examination to decipher the type and necessary treatment for the infection. In some cases, a doctor may be able to determine the cause based upon assessment of an individual's signs, symptoms, and recent health history. Other times, a laboratory analysis of eye secretion samples will be taken to determine type and treatment. Though treatment of conjunctivitis is heavily dependent upon its cause, the ultimate goal of health practitioners in any case of pink eye will be to increase their patient's comfort level, reduce inflammation, and prevent the infection from spreading. Thus, seeing an eye doctor when pink eye does not clear up on its own is a good idea. Relief of conjunctivitis symptoms will also depend on its cause. If the infection is severe, doctors may prescribe eye drops or antibiotics to reduce inflammation, redness, and irritation. If the infection is mild, symptoms can often be relieved with non-prescription eye drops or fake tears. For allergic conjunctivitis, run a washcloth under cool water to relieve discomfort of the eye, and in the case of infectious pink eye, substitute cool water for warm water. Prevention of pink eye can drastically help in stopping its rapid spread. Prevention behavior can include maintaining proper hygiene and regular hand washing, avoiding touching eyes or face, proper care of contact lenses, showering before bed, and not sharing cosmetic or eye care products, as well as washing bed linens, towels, and clothes regularly. Now that we understand what conjunctivitis is and how to treat it from a biomedical standpoint, we can now shift gears into learning about the past, present, and future of pink eye research under a biomedical framework. Conjunctivitis was first discovered in 1883 in Egypt by German physician Robert Heinrich Hermann Koch. As a member of the German government commission, Koch was called to investigate an outbreak of cholera in Egypt. Instead of finding proof of its cause, Koch discovered and differentiated two varieties of viral conjunctivitis. In 1886, American ophthalmologist John Elmer Weeks isolated the conjunctivitis bacterium Koch discovered, successfully confirming the identification of the bacterium by inoculating one of his own eyes with it. The conjunctivitis-producing bacterium is now known as the Koch-Wells bacillus. Currently, researchers at the National Eye Institute are working on a wide range of studies aimed at developing new treatments for conjunctivitis. One such study focuses on the possible involvement of the eye's microbiome in pink eye and other disorders. Another team is working to make the existing vaccine for preventing pink eye infections more effective by exploring the unusual properties of the bacterium that cause pneumonia. Other NEI studies look at how certain cells involved in immune response may contribute to allergic conjunctivitis. The NEI, which is part of the National Institutes of Health, has recently developed the iGene Initiative in response to new research discoveries in ophthalmic genetics. iGene plans on expanding current biological understandings of eye diseases and their genetic causes by providing NEI researchers access to clinical information, volunteer patients for clinical trials, and DNA samples. Coming from a biosocial or biocultural perspective, the NEI and iGene research could potentially change the way society deals with conjunctivitis dramatically. Currently, the #1 reported cause of adolescent absence from school is pink eye. Due to its highly contagious nature, children are having to sacrifice time in class every single year due to threat of pink eye. Instead of focusing on certain social stigmas that we may think we know about conjunctivitis, and those we think are most likely to contract it, we need to focus on prevention models of behavior to stop its rapid spread amongst our youngest generations. It is my hope that the information provided here will aid in this understanding and that you will go on to do so as well. Thank you.